Salute, salute. Good morning and welcome to the Real Big Fruit Podcast. I'm your host, Big Fruit, the Michael Jordan of recording, also known as the voice of the streets, but better known as the group, because I like to keep things together and keep them in a proper perspective. How y'all doing out there on this Wednesday morning? Happy hump day. It's the middle of the week. And it is Wednesday morning, and let me tell you, it is nasty out there already, man. Wet, cold, and nasty. It's supposed to be like that till Thursday down here in the city of Charlotte. But more importantly, we want to send our prayers to our brothers and sisters back in Jamaica because they got smacked with a hurricane out there, and it's real nasty out there. So you want to make sure if you got people out there in Jamaica, man, make sure you contact them on social media or on the telephone and make sure they good. You know what I'm saying? Make sure they good. Shout out to my boy Ebo. You know what I'm saying? My boy Ebo out there. You know what I'm saying? He keeping us posted on the updates on social media. But more importantly, he letting us know he good. So make sure your peoples out there in Jamaica is all right. And this weather is crazy. Listen, man. Y'all see the title, man. Y'all see the title. We ain't going to waste no time. We're going to get right to it. The realness of support, which is very much needed in the public eye as opposed to behind closed doors. Absolutely, man. You know what I'm saying? Support is real. And this topic comes about because of the recent actions of 50 Cent, aka Curtis Jackson, dropping a little video where he recited the words, put that in the comment section. And we all know those are words of the infamous China Brim, aka 050 the movement. So basically 50 Cent threw that man an alley-oop free of charge. It didn't cost China Brennan a dime. And it didn't cost 50 Cent a dime of his energy or his time to do it. You know what I'm saying? So we want to respect what he did. We want to acknowledge what he did. Because support is real. You know what I'm saying? It didn't cost him nothing to throw that major alley-oop. You know what I'm saying? Now 50's legion of fans and legions of followers, they're all aware of who China Brim, 050 the movement be. They are on point. So now he has a new flock of subscribers, a new flock of followers, a new flock of viewers, and he gets to grow his brand all on the strength of an alley-oop from 50 Cent. And we got to respect that, you know what I'm saying? Because that support was real. He didn't have to do that. But he did it. And he ain't thinking nothing of it. Why? Because he's not selfish. He's not afraid to share the limelight. And I guess he want to help that man blow. Because I'm quite sure he know if I say this is going to help him. He knew that. He did it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because the support is real. Now, when I speak of support, I want to big up one of my biggest supporters back home in Brooklyn, New York. Shout out to my boy Chewy. Now, me and Chewy have an extensive history, man. When I say extensive, I mean extensive history. Since we was little badass kids running up and down Myrtle Avenue and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Elementary school days. Then we eventually went to junior high school together. Junior high school 117. They all was there a year before me because I was at 113 down there with them 4 Green boys for 1 year. That's how my 4 Green roots run deep. Then I transferred to junior high school 117, which is in my hood, LG, NA Rock, Marcy, Tompkins, Sumner, and all that. You know what I'm saying? And Chewy, being from Myrtle Ave and having family down in the fort, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to CLR and Khalif, the Coombs family, that's family. You know what I mean? He was in 117 with us. Rather, I came to 117 with them. So you'll always hear Chewy scream out the 117 gang. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Big Nut. Rest in peace, Wizzo. Rest in peace, Stack of Dollar. You know what I'm saying? Free Turf Diamonds. You know what I'm saying? The 117 clique. Oh, man, it goes on and on. Free Mo Dog, 117 gang. You know what I'm saying? It was a whole bunch of us in that junior high school at one time. You know what I'm saying? So that was some legendary shit between 86 and 88, junior high school 117. The names rung bells. Rest in peace, Big Nut, a.k.a. Tito. 117 gang, you already know. But getting back to Chewy, Chewy's my guy. Chewy's been full throttle with his support of Big Fruit and the Real Fruit Podcast and the Big Fruit Podcast since day one. I ain't never got to ask him for extra promotion, I ain't gotta ask him for extra advertisement, none of that shit. He does what he do. He support me. He guides me. He gives me valid information, and he lets me know don't stop pushing. And the reason why I guess he took an interest in my situations because not only are we 117 gang, and I keep the hood alive on the podcast, but he recognized the writing ability. Now Chewy is a self-publisher with 9 publications to date. 9 publications to date. The man been busting his pen like crazy. Not only that, he also was in a position to help others. And he still continues to help others. But when I say he was in a position to help others, Chewy was in a position to help the homie Crime. Shout out to the homie Crime out of Farragut. You already know what it is, Sean. The homie Crime wrote a book while he was in the feds, came home. He didn't have to look nowhere. Chewy was like, yo, you got a book. I got you. Smashed him with his own publishing deal, allowed him to put his book out there, and he was off to the races. Chewy threw him the alley-oop. Chewy gave him the support. Chewy gave him the push he needed. The alley-oop. It ain't look back, and it ain't cost him nothing. At the end of the day, he felt good about doing something for his bro, doing something for his crimey, doing something for his comrade, and that's the way it's supposed to be. We gotta support each other. You understand what I'm saying? And dudes don't do that. But Chewy's one of the person that does that. And I want to acknowledge him. You know what I'm saying? I really do. Because you hear me talk a lot about Miz and Shotbone out of LG. They're both authors. You know what I'm saying? And they had an effect on me. You know what I'm saying? They made me pick up my pen. They also guide me. They give me information and things of that nature. But I forgot to mention Chewy. Chewy is my biggest supporter. Chewy has 9 publications under his belt and also was able to throw Crime, one of the homies, a publishing deal as well. Listen, man, it's a lot going on when it comes to Chewy, man. Chewy's a big supporter of what we do. He keeps his eyes on the Real Big Food podcast, so watch what you say and watch what you do because he will get at you. You know what I'm saying? I made a big hoopla last 2 weeks ago about that nigga Bleak told me he didn't know who Nut was. Chewy was right on his heels, right with me. Chewy don't miss nothing when it comes to the 117 gang. I'm telling you, Sean, Chewy don't miss nothing. So I want to big Chewy up and give him the respect, the acknowledgement he deserves. You know what I'm saying? Plus, we have a long history, man. Not just junior high school. We got some family history, you know what I'm saying? Cousins having babies together, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. A cousin in his family is my family as well. We got a long, extensive history, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Shana, you know what I'm saying? You already know what it is. Okay, now, what did I pull this phone up? I pulled this phone up because I want to read y'all something about my boy Chewy. Mr. Ronell Chewy Combs. Ronell Chewy Combs is from Bed-Stuy. He hit the Ave young. Thus, he hit the pen young. On his second go-around in the pen, he grabbed a slew of degrees and some certifications. He trained an executive crew, which included 40, Rich Fever, and Chris Manny. He touched down and became a marketing consultant. He became a senior correspondent at COO at NewYorkTV1.com, and then formed The Fever with Chris Manny. The Fever released Female Ballers. I wonder, is that a book or a movie? Female Ballers. Gotta check that out. The Fever released the Female Ballers Handbook. Okay, my bad. I stopped reading too soon. The Fever released the Female Ballers Handbook. 10 Reasons to Leave the Goddamn Fool. Exchange of Power. The economy is messed up. This is the shit. This is the shit that you need to know. And so, I got my glasses on early this morning, man. Once again, let me recite this all over, man. Let me recite this all over. He touched down and became a marketing consultant. He became a senior correspondent, COO at NewYorkTV1.com, and then formed The Fever with Chris Manny. The Fever released the Female Ballers Handbook. That's 1. 10 Reasons to Leave That Goddamn Fool. That's 2. Exchange of Power. 3. The economy is messed up. 4. This is the shit that you need to know. 5. And sold thousands of units independent. He lectured the kids at schools in his hood and fed the homeless in his hood and in Mother Africa through his relationships with the UN ambassadors. Chewy making moves. Besides writing guides for women, another one of Chewy's passions is feeding the homeless. He's an active contributor with the Be a Hero for the Homeless Organization alongside the author, motivational speaker, and poet Kasawani Apollo to give heroes to homeless people on every first and last Friday of every month. He is a strong believer that no one in New York State should go to bed hungry. He doesn't only lip service about helping the homeless, he gets involved hands-on with feeding the homeless. The Fever released the Female Ballers Handbook 10th Anniversary Edition to provide female ballers with the playbook to win in the game of life. The Fever Enterprises LLC has released a slew of other top sellers. In addition to several releases from Ronell Chewy Combs, the Fever has also released the fictional works of Ephraim Crime Douglas, titled Gangster War Stories, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Shout out to my boy Crime. Listen, man, Chewy's a great dude. He's not out there writing these books and giving information to the people in the street and in the hood, but he's also out there feeding the homeless, putting his money where his mouth is, and he's throwing the homeless publishing deals. If that's not support for your fellow man and support in your community, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. So Chewy, bigs up to you. Salute. You a real one. That's why I stay on your line. You know what I'm saying? You keep me on my toes, and I respect what you do. Like I said, man, we got a long, extensive history. We are what you consider family. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to CLR, and shout out to Khalid, and shout out to the OG, Big CLR. You already know what it is. 4 Green, stand up. Yeah, I just wanted to touch on Chewy's support, man, because Chewy get out there and he do what he do. He support all the brothers. You know what I'm saying? He support all of the 117 gang. He support 4 Green. He support NA Rock. He support the style. He do what he got to do, man. So I wanted to do this little video and give him the acknowledgement and respect he deserved. Because if I was man enough to give 50 Cent the respect and acknowledgement he deserved, it's only right that I give my brother and my comrade and my friend Chewy his respect and acknowledgement that he deserved for being a full-fledged supporter of the Real Big Fruit Podcast and everything that I do. So Chewy, bigs up to you. I respect what you do, and I truly, truly appreciate you. Now, how can I say this, bro? How can I say this, man? When it comes to the people that fail to support, it's just a selfish vibe, man. It's just a selfish vibe. You understand what I'm people? It's just a selfish vibe because there's no reason not to support your fellow man. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason not to wish that your fellow man could stand beside you in the limelight. There's no need to not wish that your fellow man can get his weight up to the point where he can take care of himself and his family and he don't need you no more. You understand what I'm saying? Like, dudes is selfish, bro, because if I got it, you got it. And if I ain't got it, you ain't got it. You know what they say? 2 broke niggas is a robbery. But if I ain't got it and you ain't got it, we gonna figure it out. We gonna figure it out before we throw rocks at the penitentiary. We gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Because they say 2 broke niggas equal robbery. But if you ain't got it and I got it, what's mine is yours and what's yours is mine. One hand wash the other. And it's not about, yo, that nigga asked me for this. Yo, I had to help that nigga do that. Nah, son, we brothers. I'm supposed to be able to call you. I'm supposed to be able to text you. I'm supposed to be able to tell you, yo, I need an SOS with no problem. And if you got it and you can assist me as my brother, it's supposed to be done. It's not supposed to be talked about, whispered about, and try to belittle me because I needed your help. Because I say it every day, son. Nobody can make it alone. Everybody needs somebody. Every successful person in this world had the help, assistance, guidance, tutelage of another person. You didn't do it on your own, bro. Stop acting like y'all niggas did this shit on your own. Nah, y'all wouldn't be who y'all are today if someone didn't step up and help you. You wouldn't be who you are today if your community didn't support you. You wouldn't be who you are today if your family and friends didn't support you. Stop acting like you did this shit on your own. Dudes be acting like they did this shit on their own, and that's not true, man. We all support each other in some way, form, or fashion to help propel and help someone excels into a new atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? So I recognize all my support. I recognize all my support. Yeah, I'm in the DM. I converse with people I don't even know. Shit, I converse with people to the point where we know each other now. And I met you on YouTube or I met you on Instagram because you're a supporter. But now we have a relationship because we dialogue, we converse. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to my biggest supporter out in Memphis, my boy Rahman. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to that respected and connected merch. Yeah, he sent me some respected and connected merch. I took it out on a cruise. I wore it on a cruise. I promoted it, advertised it. Shit, I went to work yesterday. They was like, "Big Fruit, you got a package." Another package. Yeah, a package came through. Another package from my man out in Memphis. This time he was like, "Yo, son, I got something in here for Brooklyn Mo." That's love and support. He's supporting the Real Big Fruit podcast. And in return, you know what I'm doing? I'm going to wear the merch. I'm going to promote the merch. And I'm going to let the people know y'all need to go out there and support that respected and connected merch. One hand wash the other. I'm not too good to not. I'm not too big or too good to wear the merch. I'm not too big or too good to promote the merch. It's all about supporting my fellow man. Because he didn't have to send it to me. He could have sent it to anybody. He sent it to Big Fruit in Brooklyn Mo. And we're going to support him. Just like he supports the Real Big Fruit podcast. Just like he supports the Fruit and Mo show. You understand what I'm saying? It's all about support. So shout out to Memphis. You know what I'm saying? That Orange Mound. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all know what it is. And like they say, man, your biggest support comes from strangers. So I got a lot of people that I've met over the years online, whether it be in the comments on social media, YouTube or social media, Instagram. The support is real. And it's the people that I do not know. It's total strangers that I do not know. You understand what I'm saying? But the support is real. Shout out to Man, aka Man MOP. He feels some type of way about this shit. He feels Big Fruit need the support and love that I need. So what he's doing, he's coming up with a new music day where he can have a bunch of artists call up, send super chats, send cash apps to get their music played, to get their music heard. And I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I'm going to get up here and I'm going to do what I got to do, and we're going to see if we can make that pop, because it's all about support. Y'all need support with your music. I need support with my platform. Let's work together. Let's make this happen. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Man MOP. He's working on that. It's going to be a new Music Monday, or it's going to be a titillizing Tuesday. One or the other. You know what I'm saying? He's working on it. You know what I mean? Y'all know I got my hands full running back and forth to the gig. Y'all know I got my hands full helping the wife with the healthcare business. I know I got my hands full with After 9, trying to keep that shit popping. And y'all know I got my hands full planning a wedding. So I need all the help I can get, bro. I need all the help I can get, man. I can't do this shit alone. You know what I mean? Real talk. But I got the love and support of the city of Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? So I'm appreciative of that. It took them a while to embrace me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little rough around the edges. I'm a little different. In Brooklyn, we already got a bad rep. Can't take Brooklyn niggas nowhere. So it took them a little while to embrace me. You know what I'm saying? But Charlotte got love for Big Fruit. They see what I do. And in fact, I'm going to get more active. I'm going to get more active in the city of Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? In the communities. You know what I'm saying? In the voting polls and all that. And I'm going to start talking about more of the city of Charlotte on the podcast, because a brother from Charlotte had a great conversation with me. And he said he wished I did more of that, because Charlotte is definitely tapped in. So I'm going to be doing more of that in the future, because it's all about support. I gotta support the city of Charlotte if I expect the city of Charlotte to support me. You know what I'm saying? So y'all keep your eyes open on that. We're gonna be delivering y'all more informative news on the city of Charlotte, especially the counties of Mecklenburg County, which is very, very expensive. You know what I'm saying? People in Mecklenburg County need to get out of Mecklenburg County because it is overly charged. Everything is high in Mecklenburg County. You get out of Mecklenburg County, you get more for your buck. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? You get more for your buck. But yeah, man, it's all about support, man. Support the real. You know what I'm saying? Once again, I want to send a major shout out to my guy Chewy. You know what I'm saying? That's my bro. You know what I'm saying? He been on the square with Big Fruit from day one. And I can't thank you enough, my brother. I really can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't thank you enough. You know what I'm saying? You're an inspiration to me. I love the way you always level-headed. You don't just go 0 to 100. You always know the right thing to say, you know what I'm saying, and the right things to do. Because I'm telling you, man, there's been times where I was like, yo, I'm shutting this shit down. And he like, no, you're not. The streets need you. Because Chewy keep Big Fruit and the Real Big Fruit podcast alive in all the barbershops, beauty salons, pool halls, and gambling spots. Chewy makes sure Big Fruit is still relevant in those places. Chewy makes sure the conversations are had about what's going on the podcast in those places. So like I said, man, I can't thank him enough. But before I go, I'm going to read this one more time and give Chewy the acknowledgement he deserves. Ronell Chewy Coombs is from Bed-Stuy. He hit the ab young, thus he hit the pen young. On his second go around in the pen, he grabbed a slew of degrees and certifications. He trained an executive crew, which included 40, Rich Fever, and Chris Manny. He touched down and became a marketing consultant. He became a senior correspondent, COO, at NewYorkTV1.com, and then formed The Fever with Chris Manny. The Fever released The Female Baller's Handbook, 10 Reasons to Leave That Goddamn Fool, Exchange of Power, The Economy is Messed Up, This is the Shit That You Need to Know, and sold thousands of units independently. That means he was out there moving and grooving. He lectured the kids at the schools in his hood and fed the homeless in his hood and in Mother Africa through his relationships with the UN ambassadors. He's getting out there, he's getting active. Besides writing guides for women, another one of Chewy's passions is feeding the homeless. He is an active contributor with the Be a Hero for the Homeless organization, alongside author, motivational speaker, and poet Kaswania Powell, to give heroes sandwiches to the homeless people on every first and last Friday of every month. Yeah, a Jersey Mike's will do a motherfucker good when he out there hungry, son. He is a strong believer that no one in New York State should go to bed hungry. He doesn't only lip service about helping the homeless, he gets involved hands-on with feeding the homeless. Yeah, I know what that's like. I fed the homeless out here in Charlotte on several occasions. Speaking of that, Thanksgiving is coming around, and Thanksgiving is about to get rough. They stopped the EBT cards and all the food stamps. It's going to be a lot of hungry people out there this Thanksgiving. So I'm thinking to do a Cash App drive where my subscribers can load me up with the Cash Apps. I could go shopping. I will go shopping. I will buy the food. I will cook the food, and I will go out there and distribute the food. I swear to God. Y'all see me do it before on my own dime. I am not in a position to do it on my own right now. So if you wish to donate to this event that I'm going to pull off, definitely holler at me so we can go out there and feed the homeless. The Fever Enterprises, the Fever released the Female Handbook 10th Anniversary Edition to provide female ballers with the playbook to win the game of life. Yeah, Chewy out there giving the women game. The Fever Enterprise LLC has released a slew of other top sellers. In addition to several releases from Ronnell Chewy Combs, The Fever has also released the fictional works of Ephraim Crime Douglas titled Gangsters War Stories Volume 1 and Volume 2. Shout out to my boy Ephraim Douglas, aka Crime Out of Fabric. You already know what it is. Yeah, I just wanted to get that off for Chewy one more time, man, because feeding the homeless is something very, very, very important. It's something I like to do. I've done it on several occasions here. Me and my grandson, me and my wife, even me, Brooklyn Mo, and the guard Tiz. We've been out there. We've been fed the homeless. Charlotte's seen our faces. You know what I'm saying? But times is hard right now. As of November 1st, they cutting the food stamps and EBTs, and it's going to be a lot of hungry people out there. So what I'm thinking about doing is I'm going to try to put together some type of Cash App drive, not a food drive, a Cash App drive at the Real Big Food Podcast, where you can donate small portions of a Cash App, and the money I accumulate, I'm telling you, I will walk in the grocery store live on the Real Big Food Podcast and do all the food shopping. And then I will go in my kitchen live on the Real Big Food Podcast, cook those turkeys, cook those yams, cook that rice, cook them vegetables, and hit the block and go feed the homeless in the city of Charlotte. So if y'all want to see Big Food make that happen and y'all want to assist me with making that happen, definitely holler at me. You know what I'm saying? As of today, I'm going to start regulating that and putting that together. Once again, Chewy is my inspiration, man. I got to salute you, my guy. Listen, y'all know how I do. I come through 6 minutes, Dougie. I say what it is and say what it ain't. And right now, it's all about support. It's all about support. We got to support each other. You know what I'm saying? You got to support the real. And you got to support in the public. You know what I'm saying? Let your voice be heard. Support your people in the public. Let the public know you are a full supporter of your people. The support must be done in the public eye, not behind closed doors. Because when you support behind closed doors, it really holds no weight. It makes people think you're indecisive. It makes people think you really don't care. It makes people feel you're just doing it to do it. It's not real. It's not love. So the support must be out in the public for the world to see, not behind closed doors, bro. We don't support behind closed doors. We support for the public to see. You know what I'm saying? We support for the public to see. Straight jacket. You know what I mean? We support for the public to see. The whole world must know what's going on when we support. The whole world must know. And speaking of that support, here is my support for the brother J-Rock. You know what I'm saying? Once again, shout out to the boy J-Rock out of Fort Greene. Y'all already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? He penned this new street novel, No Middle Ground. Yes, I got my copy. It's the hottest urban street novel out today. If you liked World and Wise and you liked C74 Rackets Out and Legends, you are going to love No Middle Ground by J-Rock. This is a novel by J-Rock out of Fort Greene, Brooklyn. And if you wish to purchase a copy, you wish to support what he's doing, you can purchase your copy at Swamp Life Publishing. Once again, if you wish to support and show love to J-Rock for what he's doing, listen, man, this book is worth every dollar. You can go to Swamp Life Publishing and purchase your copy of No Middle Ground. No question about it. Make sure y'all get a copy of No Middle Ground and support what the brother J-Rock got going on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to continue to do the same. But right now, I'm going to get my mental Rolodex rolling, and I'm going to start preparing this Cash App drive for Thanksgiving so we can go feed the homeless. And it's all going to go down live here at the Real Big Food Podcast. I ain't never told y'all I was going to do something and didn't do it. I ain't never told y'all I was going to take some money and do something and ain't never do it. I am very, very trustworthy. Once again, I am loyal to a fault. And a lot of people can't scream loyal to a fault. You know why? Because there ain't no loyal bones in their body, son. Ain't no loyal bones in their body. But Big Fruit, I remain loyal to a fault. And until next time, y'all know what it is. Salute. Shout out to my boy Chewy.